Hey folks, how you all doing? Lloyd here, or Mr. Hats as I'm known in the VC. Today is time for another thread, and this one's for Gordon at I Dig Vinyl. He's got a really good channel over there. I've been subscribed for a while now and saw a thread of his in the last few days actually, and then there's been quite a few snowballed on from that I've seen, so I thought I'd get involved with it. And what he wants us to do is show bands, artists that come from Scotland. And when you look at it, there's dozens and dozens of artists that born or come from Scotland that you really don't think come from Scotland. You know, unless they've got that accent like the Proclaimers, for example, you really don't associate them with Scotland. But so let's go. I've actually just picked out, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quickly from my collection that I'm aware of. So we'll get into it. First one I'm going to show, I've tried to pick some artists that I haven't seen other people mention, but there's going to be a couple in here that other people have mentioned. Anyway, this is from 2022, and it is Young Fathers. I can't think of the lead singer's name, but his Christian name is Aloysius. I remember that because it's such an unusual name. These guys are from Edinburgh. They're a lo-fi, hip-hop, soul, art pop band. This is, I think it's their 4th or 5th album. It's the only one of theirs I've heard. I bought it in 2022 when it came out. Really, really good album. So there's one for you to start with, mate, from Edinburgh. Next up, we're going to go to this band on CD. Idlewild. I haven't seen anyone mention these guys yet. They're from Edinburgh also. They're an alt rock band, sort of alt pop rock folk indie band as well. So yeah, they got their name from the meeting place in Anne of Green Gables, of all things. Idlewild, really, really good alt rock band. Go check them out if you've never heard them before. They're worth listening to. Next up, an artist that was born in Scotland that most people wouldn't think he's Scottish because he made a name for himself in the US. And we're going to go to David Byrne, who was born in Dumbarton, and then his family emigrated to the US. So there's one for you folks who weren't aware, but David Byrne from Talking Heads is actually Scottish. Next up, I'm going to go to a band that I had an absolute mental blank over a couple of weeks ago in another video, and it's Flash in the Pan. The member of the band that is actually Scottish is well, they're made up of 2 guys, Harry Vander and George Young. George Young is Scottish. Both these guys were members of the Easy Beats, if you remember those from the 1960s, with that huge worldwide hit, Friday on My Mind, Hey St. Peter, and Down Among the Dead Men are probably the 2 songs that you would know internationally. But anyway, George Young was born in Glasgow, and FYI, he's the older brother of Angus and Malcolm Young from AC/DC. So there you are, Flash in the Pan, George Young, born in Glasgow. Now we're going to go right back to pre-rock and roll days with an artist that influenced John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison. Skiffle artist, we go to Lonnie Donegan. He was the biggest selling English artist right up pretty much until the Beatles turned up. He was outselling Cliff Richard back in the day as well with his skiffle music. And Lonnie Donegan was born in Glasgow also. I've seen one person, it might have been Doug, from the Auditory Vinyl. He mentioned Mark Knopfler and from Dire Straits, so I'm going for Mark Knopfler's brother here. in David Knopfler, who was also a member of Dire Straits, I think just on their first 2 albums before he left. I have 3 of his solo albums, I think, or 2, I can't remember now, but both really, really good albums. He does have a bit of a Dire Straits sound without being too Dire Straits, if you get what I mean. He was born in Glasgow too. And finally, the last one I'm going to show, another one like David Byrne that a lot of people might not be aware of, but we're going to go to the great Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull, who was born in Dunfermline. I think that's how it is. If I'm wrong, please correct me, someone. But yeah, he actually was born in Scotland. So there you go, another Scottish artist. So that's my thread response for Gordon. Maybe Gordon can obviously correct me on that name for where Ian Anderson comes from. Anyway, guys, jump on this thread, head over to Gordon's channel, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Great guy, and do your own response as well. Till next time, guys, stay safe, take care. All for now, catch you around, and bye, folks.